Have you ever wanted to manipulate people like a chess game?
I have, but it's hard to say that I actually have. I don't want to know how to manipulate people.
You are honest, so you don't like to be manipulated.
I don't like that.
Then you should know the psychology of manipulation. The theme of this video is how to manipulate others using dark psychology.
I see. So you are saying that I should know dark psychology to manipulate others, not in order to manipulate others, but in order not to be manipulated by others.
That's right. The world is full of brainwashing techniques to manipulate people, and you are being led into buying things or signing up for subscriptions without knowing it. This is a loss. Knowing how dark psychology works will make you less susceptible to manipulation. Please watch this video to the end and become a smart person.
I understand.
Do you know how to get a yes out of someone called a double bind?
I don't know. I'm smart enough not to fall for it.
Let's say you are a woman and a man introduces you to two men. This uses the psychological technique that people will only consider the options laid out in advance. When negotiating, limit the choices you present to only those that will benefit the offerer regardless of which one is chosen. This is the double bind technique. If you are the one being presented with the offer, you should be suspicious that there may be other options. So now I'm going to introduce men to you using the dark psychology of the double bind. Would you choose a gentle man or a cool man?
Of course I would prefer the gentle one.
I knew you were manipulated. It never occurred to either of you that the option of refusal existed, did it?
Of course not. I like men. I'm fine with either guy.
You are always looking for a man.
But well, I can see that this is a psychological sales technique.
Your answer is strange, but I'm glad you get it, for once. For example, if this is a sales pitch to sell something, the shopkeeper asks the customer to consider buying it if he needs it, but the customer ends up with a refusal in the form of not buying because they don't need it. But if you double bind and make two suggestions that sound good, it means you can sell it.
If two good guys come to me, I'll choose with caution. Thanks.
I don't think this person understands the meaning of the double bind, but okay. Next up is a psychological technique for manipulating people by scaring them of loss.
I'm smart enough not to fall for it.
Prospect theory is a decision-making theory that states that people tend to avoid losses and that their decisions depend on the situation.
I'm drinking well today, but I'm not healthy anymore. I keep fighting with my family when I drink.
If you don't buy this book, you will continue living the way you are now, and your health problems and problems with your family may get even worse.
Okay, then I have to buy it.
This is a technique to manipulate a person using the psychology of loss aversion. At first, this man would not have wanted the book, but when I emphasized the loss, he changed his mind about purchasing it. By utilizing prospect theory, the salesperson succeeded in making this man feel that he needed a book about sobriety.
This is scary. I felt as if I had been brilliantly manipulated.
Finally, I will summarize the knowledge of dark psychology in this video and tell you how to apply the knowledge of dark psychology to your life. When you are faced with a double bind situation, calmly analyze the situation and think again about your purpose and what you need to do. Then you will be able to avoid the double bind trap and make better decisions. Prospect theory is a theory proposed by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, both Nobel Prize winners in economics. This theory explains how we evaluate risk and make decisions. We respond more strongly to avoiding losses than to gaining profits. The way to defend ourselves is to evaluate information dispassionately. Don't be misled by salespeople or marketing messages. Evaluate information dispassionately. It is important to base your decision on concrete data and facts. It is also important to evaluate the risks and benefits yourself. Re-evaluate the risks and benefits presented to you and consider whether they are consistent with your values and goals. It is also important to get other opinions. By listening to the opinions of trusted friends and experts, you will be able to make a more balanced decision. Remember the knowledge of dark psychology and use it in your life.
All right, next time, introduce me to a good man.
For now, next time, talk about alcohol, not books.
It can be difficult to get these people to understand.
Thank you for watching the video to the end. If you like it, please click the good button. Please also subscribe to our channel.
Psychologist explained.